Wow, I'm impressed. Yeah, we're gonna have to repo that. There's nowhere to safely stand. It's about 6 in the morning. Not even. First flight was a few minutes ago, and now it's 5:45, so it's about 10 to 6 right now in the morning. I'm second trip. A couple other guys coming with me. It's gonna be a nice day. Partially cloudy, but probably won't help much. Probably still gonna be cooking today. Yeah. Nice flat calm on the water though. Wow, I'm impressed. That stayed right out. Wow, I'm very impressed. Thought I was gonna break for sure. Huh. Good, that one tree rocking a bit. First big tree of the morning. Yeah, I'd already gotten 2 snags. Got a whole bunch of saplings, some smaller stuff out of the way. Brought the face up a little bit. Just kind of like a warm up, you know. And I'm right in the middle of this draw here now. Right in this draw right here. Yeah, so I'm gonna continue on with my plan from yesterday, but yeah, touch up the saw here. I think it needs to be filed up. It's kind of binding there on the far side. Yeah, and then I'll go buck that one. Yeah, I'll turn the camera on here. Okay, so just looking up the hill. Look at this big, heavy leaner. It's got a big swoop to it. Lean heavy this way. So you see the hill comes around, comes in here, and then makes a big dip right here. And there's a bit of a ridge right here. And then it dips down right over there. It dips down, right? And it's kind of like a little bowl right there. And there's a little water running out of the ground just over there. And then it wraps around to this ridge here. So So it's kind of hard to not break wood on this ridge, right? Because like you can see the one that just fell, it's suspended in the air. It's like 10 feet in the air right there. It doesn't may not look like a camera because it's all that brush down there, but to the ground it's like a good 10 feet. Yeah, same thing if I bridged wood, fell wood from either side and bridged this draw right here, everything's going to be up in the air. So it can be challenging to buck sometimes. Yeah, so I want to bring this end up, or this middle up, bring this up here for a few tanks. And then when the sun comes around the mountain, the sun will peek up right around there. Then I'll go over on that side and bring up the far side. And then try and peel off this corner here, or this corner, or kind of like a low point, I guess. This point here, try and bring that up before the end of the day. Got a nice big one there, nice big cedar. Yeah. And then tomorrow, after tomorrow, I'm here for one more day. And then, so after tomorrow, I'm going up the hill. This block is really big. So I'm gonna go up the hill where it flattens out a little bit. And then there's another, like this block kind of wraps around the mountain. And there's another big draw in the mountain, like a gully. And on that side of it, there's some big wood that has to be felled first before we can get the stuff up the hill on the flats. Because it's big enough we can break the block up in 2 big sections. So there's a big wildlife tree patch, like a patch of wood that's been left up the hill. And it's safe enough to start guys on the high side of that. And it's not that steep up there too. The grade of the slope changes, so it's a lot flatter. And so there's no one up there today because there's a crew change going on. One guy left yesterday, and there's 2 more guys coming in today. And or pardon me, 2 more guys coming in tomorrow to start the next day. And then I volunteered to go up to that other spot because there's bigger wood out there. It's way more fun when you're in the bigger wood. Yeah, I mean this is okay too. This is all right. I don't mind this because it's kind of challenging, right? You got these draws and ridges and everything, but there's some big cedars out there, so I'm pretty excited about that. So next couple videos, yeah, in a few videos time probably, you'll be seeing some big cedars. So okay, I'll go buck this one and I'll see you guys at the next tree. Aha, it's snack time. Oh, look at all those huckleberries. Okay, I'm just checking out this big fir here, the big swoop. So from the middle of the base here, if I go straight up, there's center, or straight up and down. So she's cranked sideways, got a big swoop to it. The whole tree is one big arch, one big curve. And it's leaning right into this one. This balsam here. It's a fir, this one here, fir, balsam. And that balsam's right on that ridge there, right between the draw right here and the next draw. And I was thinking, well, maybe I could follow the cedar first, but no, looking up, I can tell it'll just get hung up in the branches of this fir. So I've got to take this fir first, but before that cedar, but before I take the fir, I got to take that balsam out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll just dump that one down. I'll have to angle it down a little bit so I don't brush up this timber here. Yeah. Okay, so went where I wanted to go, but I got hung up on a stump. The butt did. So the butt didn't slide down where I wanted to. So I might break it with this big fir. Oh well. See it spinning across that draw. Or if I can get another vantage point. Yeah, right there. See? It just hung up on that stump right there. Didn't quite slide. What a bummer. Gonna make a nice boomstick. Oh well. That's the challenges of working in these draws. Okay, this one is also leaning up the hill a bit. So hopefully it's not rotten in the butt. I'm gonna try and swing it below those two stumps right there. Try and put it in, pop it right there. Trying to get below that stump. Yeah. Yeah, I don't need to make a big undercut because of the lean, right? So I can make a smaller undercut, and plus if I did try to make a normal size undercut, I'd just get pinched. But I'll still have to bore it. I don't want the barber chair on me. There it is. Oh, piece right there. Well, it worked out pretty well. Didn't even break that balsam. Ha! Got a little bucking to do now. I'll buck that fir and then try and get a cut in that balsam. I think I'll just probably have to buck the top at a boomstick length. Yeah. It's working pretty good. It looks like I did brush up a little bit over there. I'll have to clean that up before the end of the day. I gotta fix up my trail over there anyway because the pad's right down there. So I gotta fix up my trail. Yeah, I'll probably do that when I jump around to the other side over there later today. Right before I do that, I'll just go fix up my trail. Yeah, I underestimated the length of that one, but it worked out great. Look how it carved out the ground right there. Just smushed the ground right down. That's cool. Huh? Yeah, you're gonna have to repo that, reposition it with the helicopter because it's too dangerous to buck the rest of it. It's just suspended up in the air. There's nowhere to safely stand. Probably from there, those two logs cross straight down, probably 15 feet to the bottom of the draw. I can't see it because it's all brushy down there, but probably a good 15 feet. Nowhere to stand to buck it. But I can put another cut in this one though. This one will be a light piece. That one will be probably a little bit light. So I have two light pieces here, but that's the only way I can safely buck it and get, good lengths. that are on the car today. So I've already marked it, so I'll go buck it right now. Of course, I had the bucket right where the tree's smushed into this ground here, so there's probably dirt all around that bark. I think I'll have to touch this thing up. Bucked it right where it just smushed all that dirt down. So there's probably dirt packed in that bark. Oh well. And it was binding up from that pitch, The fir has a lot of pitch. So it can really bind up your bar and chain, especially if your chain's a little tight. I usually like to keep mine a little bit tight. Here's looking up. So you can see what I'm looking at. So I've worked up this draw here a little bit now. I'm gonna peel off this side over here. And that cedars look like it's going that way. Same with that hemlock. It's a hemlock there. There's a little cedar in front, but then there's a hemlock. I can tell from here it's leaning that way. So I'm gonna have to open up this side here, which is good because, like I say, I'm jumping over there the second half of the day. So I'll just work up this side of the hill here, this draw, and then I'll jump to the side. Then at some point before the end of the day, I'll bring up that point right there. So it's coming along quite well. I'm happy with how it's going, except, I can't finish bucking some of these ones because of the draw there, but that's just the way it goes. But, I didn't smash any wood. It just has to be repositioned and bucked. That's all. So, yeah, leave that for the hill crew. That was cool.